to Aaron Taylor, the real estate guy.
Welcome to Real Estate Live with the Real Estate Guys, Aaron and Jacob Taylor.
We're keeping it real, we're keeping it current, and we're keeping it fun.
Las Vegas' #1 real estate show.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
Call 310-MOVE.
Talk to Aaron Taylor.
310-MOVE, the real estate guy.
All right, hey everybody, welcome to Real Estate Live. We are so excited today because we have a special guest, Julie Cimorelli from Fidelity National Title.
Thank
We
you,
love her.
Aaron.
They take care of us.
Love you.
Also, we're going to talk about all our sponsors once the radio show gets started. Of course, everybody likes my bobblehead. There's a bobblehead. But we have a new pitcher. Our real estate attorney, Chris Sullivan. Look at him. He's in a dress, I think.
I love it. I
With a
love
purse.
it.
We love him. We love to make fun of him. But if you need the best real estate attorney in Nevada, Chris Sullivan's your guy.
Yeah, Chris is awesome.
I like to put him here and just give him a kiss every now and then because we love our real estate attorney. And Jude, our editor, amazing editor, when his SIM card works, he brought some friends today. Are these your boyfriends? Who are these guys?
They're my videographers.
Oh, okay, I want to make sure. Should we show them? Can we give them a little look-see? Come on, give them a little
Let's
look-see.
show 'em.
Let's see. There you go. There's our guys.
Say hello.
I love it.
Say hello to the mic.
Love those guys. So we're excited today. We're going to go over the top 10 reasons not to live in Las Vegas. So Jacob's going to talk about that.
Not to live in Las
Not
Vegas.
to be here, but I've been here 40 years, so I love it.
I got you beat on that one.
You do? How many years you been here?
Well, do I say 55?
Oh, no, don't do that.
Okay, 35?
Since you were born.
Yeah, okay, 35.
Yeah, 35 years since you was
Yeah,
born.
something like that.
We have some great sponsors with our podcast, which we're going to talk about. Here's our girl. Go ahead and show Janessa, marketing director. She's the reason for the season, baby. She's the reason for the season right there.
You
You guys are horrible.
And I'm on. Are you guys hear me, Ashley?
Have a good show.
Okay. We're not on yet, but we're going. So we're going to talk, Julie, I'm going to ask you just about what you do, what your position is, how you help realtors and customers in general. And then we'll talk about the NAR thing a little bit because it's public now. We're not going to talk about nothing that we're going to do, but we're going to talk about what's already public to everybody.
Gotcha.
And
Human race.
yeah, and, oh my God.
Yeah.
I said something last week.
Oh, really?
Very crazy shit.
It was crazy, but that was like, Apple Store got robbed, right? Got robbed twice in one day.
Oh,
last
I didn't
month.
know that.
Did you know that?
No.
And then I was pissed off, and I said, it's the same fucking race who does it every time, and I'm tired of it. And then I said, it was the human race. and
our future mayor
our mayor-elect was there, and Jacob was there, and then he was like, oh, what the fuck's you going to say, Aaron? Oh, shit. And then I just, bam. And they're like, okay. And it makes sense because it's the human race. They're all screwed up, right?
The build-up was crazy.
It was. I had to go.
Jacob's face, he was like,
I didn't know what I was going to say. So that was cool. And sometimes it's kind of tricky, to do a radio show and a podcast at the same time.
Yeah. Just tell me what to do.
Ashley, you're there? Can you hear me?
All right, here with Julie Cimorelli today with Fidelity National Title. Going live here
Media.
in about 1 minute. There's Soul Media, boys. Tune in, 101.5 KDON.
Hey, let's go, everybody. We're back. We're here in the studio live with Jacob Taylor, the real estate guy.
It's a little cold in here today, so we're pumped up.
How do your nipples feel right now? Can I say that?
I don't know, but you did.
Uh-oh.
Anyways, hey,
Ramon, get ready to bleep me out. But we are flipping excited today. We have an amazing guest on our show today, which I'm super excited. Not only is she the #1 VP sales and marketing title person in the world, she's pretty damn cute, too. What do you think,
so
JT?
who do we got on the show with us today, huh?
Well, I lost my headset, which I always do.
Well, I'm going to tell you then. We have Julie Cimorelli with Fidelity National Title today, and next segment we're going to be talking a little bit about her and what she can do for you guys with your homes and helping you guys out with your title and protecting it and all the good stuff you're going to want to know. She's someone you're going to want to be close with when you own a home. So
Right, and if you're a real estate agent, you really want to know her because
absolutely
they are incredible at what they do. They're partners of ours, and we've been doing business with them for a long time. Let's talk about a couple of our sponsors for our show and podcast. We have Grape Street Cafe. That's my hangout. That's my cheers. The best bar to go to in downtown Summerlin. John McGibbon's our owner. All of our callers who call, we give you a gift card to Grape Street Cafe. Our show is so short Now, if you call, which they gave you the number, I don't even know what the number is anymore. We really don't want callers, but it's got to be a really good question. Last week we had several people on hold. I'm going to tell you right now the questions were stupid, so we didn't answer one of them. There was one good. We didn't have time. I'm just kidding. There were some good ones. But just if you just call and we can't even talk to you, we're going to still give you a gift card to Grape Street Cafe for at least $40, $40 or $50, just because we love Grape Street Cafe, right? Then our podcast right here, you can look at this. Guys, one of my best friends, Chris Sullivan, is a real estate attorney in this town. Look at this picture right here. See that picture?
Wow.
He's in a skirt and he has a purse.
I don't think that's called a skirt, but we'll
What's
go
it
with
called?
it. I don't know, but it doesn't look like a skirt to me.
He's all tatted up. He looks good, though.
It looks great.
Yeah, so if you had any legal representation, if you got anything going on in real estate where you need some legal advice, Chris Sullivan, that's the guy to ask for. You just call the real estate guys. Our number that we advertise everywhere in the world, versus radio, TV, Google, social media, everything, 702-310-MOVE. That's 702-310-6683. And I'll say it one more time, 702-310-MOVE. What do you think of that? Hey, a couple more things. We have Neo Home Loans, Sheila Merrill, one of our sponsors, right?
Yeah.
We have the Foodie Fest. Let's talk about the Foodie Fest coming up. The Foodie Fest is, where's my sheet that talks about Foodie Fest?
It will be at the Galleria
Thank
Mall, April 26th to 28th. And you're not going to want to miss that. Foodie Fest is always fantastic. You know, try out all the different diverse food they're going to have there. Get to have a few drinks, have a good time, have some fun, meet some of the people in the community. It's always a good time.
Yeah, we'll have a booth there. We'll be giving away prizes, fabulous prizes. We're going to be giving prizes. That was my radio voice. We're going to be giving you fabulous prizes. How does that sound?
Pretty good, pretty good.
Okay, not too bad.
Not too bad.
This show, we're going to also do the top 10 reasons on why you do not want to come to Las Vegas.
Yeah, stop moving here.
Don't come here. We don't want you anymore. There's a couple thousand people moving here every month. Stop it. Or at least the dumb ones. Just don't come here because we got enough of those. We want some smart people coming here. But Jacob's going to go over the top 10 reasons on why you don't want to move here. And I'm a pretty positive guy, so I'm probably going to be like, nah, I've been here 40 years. This is why you want to move here. So we're going to chat about that a little bit. We're going to go over the real estate market, what's going on, the trends.
Some changes, huh?
Some changes,
Big
inventory.
Big changes.
And
Big changes.
our changes. So we bring Julie on. We're going to talk about how that's going to affect the real estate market. I know we get a lot of real estate agents, title people, mortgage people that listen to our show. So they probably want to know what our input is, what we think. Hey, it's just an opinion, right? Call for details. I mean, it's just our opinion on what we think that's going to happen. So, we're pretty excited about that. We're already implementing some things in our business now that seems to be very effective, right, Jacob?
Absolutely.
And that's working. On a personal note, everybody knows my son is about to be a dad.
I am.
Yeah.
That's good for this show. Huh? You can show Jacob holding a baby. Ha, 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 ha. Anyways, he's going to have a little girl. Tell us about that.
Well, I told you guys a little bit about it last week. If you're listening, June 23rd, baby Jacqueline will be born. Super excited. Last week I told you guys I think I was under contract to buy a new build at Tri-Point. Well, the real estate market's ever changing, and so is it is for me as well. I'm canceled that one, moved on. We're going to buy something else now, maybe a little more affordable for me and a little bit more comfortable.
You mean you didn't want that $5,000 payment?
Yeah, it didn't sound too nice. So I think after some, great advice from, some mentor I have, I decided to switch things around a little bit.
So he's going to actually buy a house that we have in South Shores. Cute house, 1,525 square foot, single-story, 3-car garage. We're going to remodel it for him. It's going to be beautiful. And it's literally across the street, Julie and Jude and team, from the house that he was born in.
Three
awesome.
houses down from the house I was born in. He was telling me stories about walking me in the stroller down the street to the little park. And now I get to do the same thing with my daughter.
Going to Blockbuster.
Well, unfortunately, I don't get to go to Blockbuster anymore.
I remember taking him in a stroller going to Blockbuster, looking at videos, and I told your mom, I said, look, I'm going to tell you one day, you're not going to have to buy these anymore. You can just go on TV and just pick any movie you want. She was like, nah, ain't going to happen. Ain't going to happen. Nope. And sure enough, what happened?
Netflix.
Hulu, Primetime, everything.
All the above.
Anyways, Real Estate Guys phone number 702-310-6683. You can call that number anytime. Someone will always answer, pretty much 724. We have a great group of people, a great staff. All of our people that are on staff have been with us 10 years or longer, some of them 20-something years. We have agents that have been on our team for 30 years since we've done this. We have several that have been with us over 20 years. That's got to say something about the Real Estate Guy, right?
I would think so.
It really does. They're smart. And we have a great people around us because, you know, I don't have much education. You know that, right, Jacob? So what I was always smart at is surrounding people, putting people around me that are smarter than me, which isn't very hard. And so everybody around me is smarter and does a better job. So that's why we're so successful. We got great people. They're all good at their job. And they all multitask. Like everybody thinks out of the box when we get together. And everybody doesn't have really a job description. I mean, they'll do whatever it takes to make the Real Estate Guy team very profitable. And then we always look after our clients to do whatever we can for the clients.
Yes. So one thing I want to mention real quick. So something I always took a lot of pride in, I saw that you did very well, is you didn't just hire people to do that job, right? You never just hired a transaction coordinator or a marketing director. You hired a good person who could learn and adapt and be willing to grow. Right.
Well, yeah, that's a good point. When we hired people years ago, it wasn't someone that had experience in real estate. We hired good people. And our culture with the Real Estate Guy obviously is put God first, right? Mm-hmm. God's in all of our lives. We worship, we praise him. Everything we do, we say in God's name and we do in God's name, right? Second thing is we look after our people. We put our people first, even before the clients. My people, I have to take care of them. Their families, what they do, I look after them. We put them. Then we put our clients first. And then we have this culture of thoughts become things and your dominant thought and thinking and doing the right thing for people. And even though all the shenanigans we do and all the craziness and, okay, we cuss once in a while. I mean, we're all human, right? But we really have a good culture with the Real Estate Guy, and it makes people want to work for us. And believe it or not, we get agents a lot that just aren't a good fit. Yeah. Either we don't want them working for us or about that dating period, we say, nah, this isn't a good fit. I had one lady actually leave our team. She said we were a cult.
We are.
I'm like, we are. Yeah. If you can't conform to these things, then you just can't work for the Real Estate Guy or work with us. So we're really excited. When we come back, we're going to take a little break in a minute. But when we come back, we're going to have Julie Cimorelli from Fidelity National Title. We're going to talk to her a little bit about her job, and then we're going to get you involved on the top 10 reasons on not to live here. But when Jacob goes over the top 10 reasons why you don't want to live to Vegas, me and Julie are going to counteract that, and we're going to say, no, kid. We're going to tell you, we're going to debate with you and tell you why you want to live here. Anyways, guys, thanks for listening to the first segment, 702-310-6683. That's the Real Estate Guy's phone number. We look forward to hearing from you at some point with all your real estate needs, whether you're selling a house, buying a house, commercial property, property management. We do it all. So we'll talk to you in just 1 minute. Hello, everybody. Welcome back to Real Estate Live. We're so excited to be here. I feel like we should do another moment of silence because of Dustin DeHart, my buddy, and John Fromey, that we did this show for 7 years together. So let's take a moment of silence. Ready? All right, that was enough. All right. Anyways, Julie, welcome. Julie Cimorelli from Fidelity National Title. Welcome.
I'm so excited to be here.
Are you? I mean,
Yeah.
you have to be
This
excited
is
because
so
I get you
cool.
excited.
I'm pumped up. This is pretty cool.
You get excited. You're a pretty excited person anyways.
Yeah.
That's why you have
The
so many
glass is half
agents
full.
that work with you.
Yeah,
So-
absolutely.
So tell us about your family, yourself. What's going on?
Well, let's see. I kind of just got over all that crud going around. So, you know, when you just feel like $1 million because you feel so good, that's how I feel today. So bear with the cough drop. And I'm blessed to be here with the Real Estate Guys, right?
Yep.
About me, I'm sales manager for Fidelity, and I've been there 25 years.
You started when you were 18. That's awesome.
Yeah, you guys you got my age on the last commercial, right?
The podcast got your age
Oh,
for
yeah,
sure.
podcast got it. We're not sharing
and some things that we probably shouldn't have got.
Yeah, probably
So,
not.
So, Julie, I want to know, as a client of Fidelity personally, what can other clients look forward to getting from you, right? What are they going to need to say, hey, I need help, I'm calling Julie?
I love it. So buyers and sellers close with us. Ultimately, our partners, though, are the real estate agents in the community, right? You guys are one of our absolute best partners. You need title insurance to close a real estate transaction. It's interesting because buyers and sellers, sometimes they'll come to us first and we'll say, oh, goodness, hire a professional, right? They try to do a for sale by owner or something. We send them back to you guys. So we're the trusted, non-interested third party. We handle the money, people sign and close the deal. And like you're getting a home, right?
I am.
And you want to be able to, the day after you close, you want to be able to turn around and sell it, put additional mortgage on it, put a pool, do whatever, and you want to have that security and safety. So not to bore, sometimes title insurance is boring, but it's probably the biggest purchase of your life. Yeah, so you want it to be secure. That's where we come in.
Well, you guys run a preliminary title report on the property.
Yes.
So you're protecting the buyer and you're looking out for the seller as well, making sure that there's what not on title.
Yeah, so their mortgages get paid, their liens, if they're putting on a new roof and there's a mechanic's lien, we're paying somebody off in that situation. Sometimes there's a lot of interesting things. Sometimes there's divorces and parties are deeding in and out, and sometimes it's usually family transactions where we'll see other interests come in that they're not really sure of until like you reach out, right, Aaron? You always take care of your sellers and pull title from us. So we're making sure the seller is the actual seller of the property so we can transfer title.
You do HOA prorations, sewer prorations. You make sure that there's no maybe deed restrictions sometimes that can be hidden on there.
All that.
IRS stuff on not just the person, but not the house, but the person sometimes.
Yeah, that's interesting because we're searching the actual individual. So sometimes they'll have a common name and these same name liens or judgments will come up and we'll have to show maybe if it's not your seller, we'll have to ask more information, get a little personal with them just so that we can clear those items. But very often I see it where someone's like, well, I owe the IRS, so I'll just deed this property to my brother so that I could sell it. It doesn't work like that. That lien follows you as an individual, and we see it, it pops up. So it's good protection for all parties.
Right. And you've had experience with Chris Sullivan, our real estate attorney, too, a lot of times in the transactions.
Amazing, especially with distressed property, incredible real estate attorney. So, yeah, definitely a plug for Chris. So
let me ask you about this. I think they're full of crap, but this LifeLock, whatever you call it, you know what I'm talking about? Like you can spend some money and it protects your title and
I hate that. I think I'm allowed to say that.
What the
too.
hell
I
is
hate
that anyways? What is
crap.
that and why don't you need that? I don't even get it.
You don't need that. And they're taking people's money and they get them probably on an auto renewal. You get your title policy. You're protected. If you've had any claim on your property, you can go back to the title company and you can reach out to your trusted real estate partner and we can pull and see if there's any new liens or encumbrances, anything weird going on with title. And that's free. That's not going to cost you anything. You reach out to your trusted real estate professional. Just charging somebody for a recurring cost for that. Yeah, I saw that. I don't like that.
No bueno. Yeah, we've helped so many sellers, Jacob, in the past, especially family members like you were talking about. Those get hairy, right? Mm-hmm. There's always shenanigans going on, it seems like, especially when there's a trust involved and someone passes away. If anybody out there is curious about if there's something on their title, they're not sure, just call us, the real estate guys, and we'll have Julie check it out. Her people will check it out for you. It doesn't cost any money. Just call 702-310-MOVE. And, we know a lot of the answers, but if we don't know the answer, we know the resource on how to get the answer with our partners like Fidelity.
And that takes minutes, really, for us just to check the status of title. Just check who we're showing vested ownership, what mortgages or liens, and if anybody else has an outside interest. It's a great idea. Just even if you're wondering, gosh, what does my title condition look like? Reach out and call.
So I just got a text from Janessa, and I have to give her some props, right? Janessa Dynabursky has been working with me for 18 years. Took a little break in between because of the babies, right? Mm-hmm. But she's phenomenal.
Love her.
Right? I mean, she does my marketing. When she started with me, she didn't know nothing about marketing, advertising, nothing. She was just a good person. And I couldn't even imagine waking up without her. Like, I need her. So, Janessa, if you're listening, let me look at the camera. Janessa Dadabursky, I love you. I would not do this without you. Every successful real estate agent or team needs a Janessa. Because that girl, I mean, you would agree, right, Jacob?
I would 110% agree.
She's
like-
amazing.
She's like your second mom.
She is. Absolutely.
She keeps you in check.
Yes.
She does. She definitely keeps you in check.
That's what Jacob said. Hire the right person, right?
Yeah.
Yeah, we did with her. There's a number in the studio. It's 702-889-7427. If you have any title questions, and if we can get to them, right? Ramon will answer the phone. He's going to ask you what you're going to ask. So we want to make sure that it's a good question. Like, you're not going to call up and say, "Oh, what's the title lady wearing?" You know what? We're probably not going to take that call, right? It's just not going to work, right, Jude? I mean, we don't do that.
I mean, you asked a similar question.
I did ask, but I'm not going there. But yeah, you're not going to call and ask what the title girl's wearing. But if you want to call and maybe, God, I hope if
not
your
very
husband's
exciting.
listening right now, I don't know if he is.
Oh, he's March Madness. Are you kidding me?
okay, he don't care about
He's
this.
so tuned
Because
out.
he's going to be like, I knew that guy. I wasn't sure about him when I went to his
No.
birthday. No.
Oh my gosh, he loves you guys. You guys are family.
702-889-7427. If you got a good title question, ask Ramon. We'll let you ask that question on the air. We have 3 properties. We've listed way more than 3 this week. But these 3 people, because we're an excellent marketing and advertising company, we're just going to tell you what they are real quick before we go to the next break. And when we come back, we're going to go over the top 10 reasons why
Not to move
not
to
to move
Las
to Vegas. You know what? Stay in L.A., stay in North Dakota, stay in Alabama. We're going to tell you why you don't want to move here. And then me and Julie are going to be like, not. This is why you want to move here. But here are the 3 houses. 2517 Maddington Drive. It's in Sun City, Summerlin. It's $579, 1,500 square foot, single story. Now, it's probably a little overpriced compared to what's sold in there, but this is why it's not, Jacob and Julie and Jude and team, is it's completely remodeled. It does not look like the old floor plan in Sun City, Summerlin. I mean, it's dialed in. It looks better than a builder house. So that was incredible. $579. I think we already have a couple offers. It's been on the market like 2 days, and I really believe we have 2 offers. But if someone wants to move to Sun City, Summerlin, if you're listening to this show and you have gray hair or blue hair, then you might want to call about this house. Like me. I have what color hair, Jude?
Gray.
Gray. I have gray hair. I do.
Isn't Sun City Summerlin 55 and up?
Exactly.
That's
Julie.
So
where
you
the
don't
gray
need
hair
gray
comes from.
hair.
That's right. Well, gray or blue. I mean, there are some ladies running around there with some blue hair.
55's the new 35, so
Yeah.
I don't know.
And by the way, in the process of this podcast or show, if I haven't offended anyone yet, I'm probably not doing what I should be doing. So, right? I always offend somebody. I really don't mean to. I mean, we keep it pretty real, but it's kind of like if me and JT are having a beer just talking, and Julie, we're having a glass of wine, and we just talk. And this is what we're doing. So here's another house, 7557 Cultural Court. This property is like 95 in Durango. It's 1,950 square foot, 2 stories, 3 bedrooms, 2 baths, $410,000.
Wow,
That's a great price.
that is.
The median sales price is what? Jude, do you know what it is?
Is it 455?
Median sales price.
Is it 400?
No, you're wrong. Let's see. Julie, what's median sales price?
455?
No,
I'm
Jacob.
wrong.
460.
460. Ding,
Oh,
ding,
I was
ding.
close.
You're close.
Yeah,
Yes.
without going over.
460,000. So this one, boys, 410 is lower or higher than the median sales price?
Lower.
Lower, yes. Give them a bone. It's lower. Good job, guys. Yeah, 410,000, 1,954 square feet. It's a great size.
Kind of like that word.
Yeah, better than the market like 2 days. Squeet. That's like
go
feet
fast.
and
Square feet.
yeah, square feet. We're gonna say squeet from now on. All right.
Pointing it.
Next house, 2961 Harbor Cove. Oh, this is a beauty. And I really believe we got an offer yesterday, but we're not going to accept it till Monday. This one is 3,000 square feet in Harbor Cove at Desert Shores. unbelievable view of the lake, right on the water, has its own boat. The whole back, it's all sliding glass doors, goes right into the water for a mere $1.5 million.
Doesn't even look like Vegas in there.
No.
I don't even know. I don't know what it looks like, but not Vegas.
Yeah, it really is. It's a beautiful house. So any one of those houses, and then anything, the real estate guy, just so you know, we always have, 15, 20 homes that aren't on the market yet because either we're painting them, fixing them, or waiting for the virtual tour guy because we keep Ron really busy. Mm-hmm. So if you want to know about any properties that the real estate guy has, just call 702-310-6683, or you could email therealestateguyLV.com, the real estate guy. That's what you can do. Find out all about all of our properties. So we're going to come back in a minute. We'll see you.
The top 10 reasons not to move to Las Vegas. All right, you guys ready?
Let's go. Drum roll. Ramon, you got some drum roll?
Let's start off with the obvious one.
Go.
The heat.
Oh,
The
spat.
heat. Yes, we have 300 plus sunny days a year, but a lot of them are scorching, and you do not want to step outside, right?
Julie?
A lot of people don't. A lot of people don't like that.
That's BS. What do you think,
Gosh.
Julie?
I love it. Well, so what, July, August, you get in your air conditioning car, you go to your air conditioning office, you go to your air conditioning home.
Right.
Right?
Would you
You
rather
need
be
it.
in New York
No,
and deal with 300 days of snow?
and no humidity. Isn't it like 4% humidity in the summer?
Yeah, no humidity.
No
out here.
humidity. So you know
It's
what?
very dry.
Right now, the heat ain't going to work, kids. Sorry. I know
All right,
other
all right.
people might not like heat.
All right, fine. I got 9 more.
Okay.
All right.
Let's see what you
9
got.
more.
Go.
Next, we're going to talk about them cones. You were just talking about that on the break. Them cones.
traffic and the
They get
cones.
moved.
They suck.
They get
Okay.
moved
They
5
suck.
feet every few
They
months.
suck. So
They suck.
let me tell you, if you live here, you just know on Friday, stay away from the 15 and the 215 and the Strip, because Friday you got 200 and some thousand people coming here from California, which, by the way, keep coming. We love you donating money, and there's a reason why we'll talk about later. We love your money coming in here. But those cones and the traffic, Julie,
Yeah, it's rough.
I'm
It's
getting,
rough.
yeah.
Yeah.
But on a positive note,
But compared to like LA,
right. Would you rather live? When I lived in LA, this was like 40 years ago. I lived in Anaheim, and I had to drive to Glendale for work, right? Mm-hmm. No traffic, 30 minutes. In the morning, it took me 3 hours. Mm-hmm. There was times when I was in my car sitting there reading, I got out of the car and screamed. I was so frustrated. It didn't move. I mean, traffic at least moves.
That is true.
In LA, it doesn't move.
yeah.
So in Vegas, it's pretty easy to time. I mean, look, today there's no traffic. You go to LA, there's flipping traffic everywhere.
All
So
right,
I ain't
all right,
buying that
fine,
either. All right, let's
fine.
go.
You
Give us
got
another.
me. All right. How about this one, though? This one, you got.
Try to stump us. Let's
I
go.
don't think you got a rebuttal for this one.
All right.
Our school system here, our public school system is ranked, I think, 49
I was hoping you
out
wouldn't
of
say that
50.
one.
I mean, we do have some pretty good
49
private schools,
out of
but I'm
50?
pretty sure we're
No.
49th in the nation. We always jump in between 47 and 50, but we need to do some work. We need to do some work on that.
Can't we just blame the parents? Is that an easy way to get out of this?
Well,
I'm a product of the Clark County School public.
And you
school
turned out
district, So
okay.
I
Yeah,
turned out
pretty good,
okay.
all right.
So yeah, blame the parents.
We'll blame the
That
parents.
one,
Okay,
yeah.
I'm gonna say that the school system is not as bad as it shows, because I will tell you there's a huge population that go to private school. So the Catholic school system and the private sector is very affordable, and a lot of kids go there. And then we have magnet schools. Yes. Magnet schools are like private schools, and they're free. Your kid just has to have a C+ average, people. Come on. Teach your kid, right, Jude? I
don't believe in school.
You got to be C+. You don't believe in school. You got to have a C+. I mean, your kid should be able to, if your kid didn't go to school, they should be able to go to school and have a C+. That's average. That's my opinion. I'm sure I'm offending somebody out there. Right now, it's probably like, we're never going to use a real estate guy to buy a house. Well, all right. If you're a parent and you don't think you should educate your kid or raise your kid, don't call me. But if you think you should, call me, because I know with my kids, what do we do with you when you got out of school, Jacob, all the time?
I mean, you were very disciplined with me in terms of schoolwork and my studies.
Me and
throughout
Mama
my
made sure
career.
you did your homework. We taught you about life. When I took you to school, we taught you. So, and then it's really segregated, probably like a lot of other cities, but we have a part of Las Vegas that to say this politely, is when you throw that group in there, it's just a lower. It's just the school system's not the best. How's that? Can I say that?
There you
Well,
go.
I'm going to say, and I know a lot of teachers in the Clark County School District, and they spend their own money. They put their own resources in. So I think sometimes the numbers that show up on paper, I think there's amazing schools here.
There is.
And amazing students coming from the schools.
And our teachers, I will go out on a limb and say right now, our teachers and our law enforcement don't get paid enough.
They're
Yeah.
not. To
Look
deal
at
with-
this.
to
Let
deal
me
with
go on
what
the
they
camera
deal
and
with
say
you,
this.
they
Our
really don't.
teachers and law enforcement do not get paid enough because what do we want? Better education, and we want to be safe. I don't care where you live, what part of town, west side, south side, east side. That's all you want as a family, to be safe and have good education. So I know we're striving for that. We had Victoria Seaman on our show last year. She's our mayor-elect, and I know that she's going to help make that happen.
I agree.
That's one of her pet peeves. Law enforcement, I know, is probably number one on her agenda, and then education is number two. So vote for Victoria Seaman for mayor come election time in November, I believe, right?
I believe so.
Okay, hit us with another one, champ. Let's go. Number what?
All righty, we got number 4 here. This one's tough, all right? Because me and you personally have a lot of experience dealing with these
All
folks.
right, let's hear it.
The gambling, the addiction.
Oh,
if you have that problem, this probably isn't the best city for you.
I'm going to get off the air. I'm not going to talk about that one.
I can't personally. I mean, I can
scratch.
personally say I've dealt with, probably 5 to 10 people in the last year that had basically nothing left. Their second mortgage on their home, or they second mortgage their home to get more money out to continue their addiction. And now they're, retired, 75 on a fixed income with $20,000 to their name.
Boy, you might have just pissed somebody off.
Unfortunately, if that's you, maybe you need to call for help.
Call
Just
the
saying.
real estate guys. We'll walk you through it because we've had them all.
We've dealt with plenty of them, and unfortunately, it's a tough thing about this town is it reels you in, right? And if you get hooked, it's really hard to stop. So
I moved here at 20 years old. I'm going to just go out on the limb and tell you, I've had a sex addiction, drug addiction, and alcohol and gambling addiction. All 4 of them, because I don't know if you want to call it addiction, but this town when I was younger ate me up. I remember having a paycheck. I had $1,000. The Gold Coast just opened. And me and my buddies went out. We were having fun. We were drinking. I took my $1,000 check to the Gold Coast. Mind you, that was a 2-week paycheck, brother. And I lost it all. I woke up the next morning so hungover. Dude, I felt like trash.
What'd you spend it on?
I gambled it all away. I lost it at the Gold Coast. And I was having such a great time at one point. And then I just walked out of there. It was terrible.
it was such a great time until it wasn't. That's
but
how it is
anyways,
with most gambling.
To combat that, hey, look, if you have any of those addictions, Vegas is probably not the one to move to because it's there for you. It's a 24-hour town. But if you don't, it's a great town.
But I think there's help, right? You
yeah.
had addiction, you got help, right?
I did. I got married. She put me right into shape really quick. It all went away. But we have a great town. So gambling, I like it. It's fun right now. But I don't have addiction. Everything, drinking, I love to go out and have a couple cocktails. I mean, it's a lot of fun. You just have to pace yourself and be careful and have some self-control, right?
Right.
Number what, Jacob?
Number what? Number 5. We're going to talk about tourists, right? Most people on a day-to-day basis don't want to deal with drunk tourists. However, a large portion of our city ends up having to work for the tourist, basically, or serve them in some way. So on a daily basis, they're stuck dealing with people that are just drunk, messing around, stumbling, saying stupid stuff.
How about when you drive? They just walk in the middle of the street.
They just own the road. It don't matter. So,
All right.
that might not be the most appealing for someone trying to just live a simple life. However, I'll even give you a little bit of your rebuttal here.
Okay, go ahead.
It's really just focused on the Strip, right?
True.
And maybe the mile radius around the Strip. If you go to Summerlin, North Las Vegas, Henderson, I don't think you really deal with much tourism. If you do, it's usually people here for a reason, visiting family, doing business here, something of that
And the give
sort,
and
right?
take. Look what the tourists provide us versus not.
True.
Without tourist
Yes.
jobs, these tourists provide so many jobs. You open a casino, Durango Station, all of a sudden it employs 5,000 people.
Yep.
Now, without tourists, we wouldn't have that. Even though it's a local casino, a lot of tourists go there.
No state income
Yep,
tax,
we
right?
probably-
Yeah.
Fountain Blue
Probably would have
opens
state
up
income tax.
5,000
Yeah.
people.
Yeah.
So, hey, I'll put up with the tourists all day long. And let me tell you something else I love about tourists. They're happy.
True, most of the
until they
time.
lose their money.
And yeah, unless you catch them after they already lost that $1,000 check.
Yeah, they stay away. Okay, number what?
All right, number 6. Now this is a tough one. I don't think most people realize it, but we do have a pretty higher than national average crime and drug rate in Las Vegas.
Easy. You know what? Let me just skip that right now. It's on the strip, man, and it's a damn tourist. So you can just skip that one right there.
Well,
it's all right there in the tourist
You
downtown.
gotta be careful, right?
Yeah.
There is some organized crime going on here, and it's spreading a little bit.
That's
So you gotta-
everywhere.
You gotta make sure you're just a little bit
Rather be
aware
here
on
than
the strip.
L.A., New York, and all these other places. So, I don't even buy that one. Get rid of that one. Give me
whatever.
another one.
All right,
one
all
more
right.
before we go to a break, then we'll handle the last two.
All right, pollution. We were talking about all of the pollen and all of this, the traffic and all of that.
Allergies.
Between all of the cars here and the horrible
The
public
wind.
transportation we have, pollution is, I think it's ranked like in the top 10 for
The wind.
worst cities for pollution. Just not a good place to be if you have a tough time breathing, right?
Yeah.
You know, you got some asthma. You know, I've dealt with it half my life. If you got a hard time breathing, I don't know if you want to live here.
Okay, well, the other side of the coin is as soon as it rains, it all goes away. It's fresh. We get more rain than people think in the desert. We do get some rain.
4 inches a year.
And you know what? There's pollution everywhere. So any big city is going to have cars, smog, engine. I mean, you're going to have it. So whatever. I would not move here because of that. But you say don't move here because pollution. So that's fine. So we're going to go to a break. When we come back, we got what number we have left?
We have 3 more.
8, 9, and 10.
Yes, sir.
We're going to go 8, 9, and 10. Then we're going to give you some real estate numbers at the end, the last segment. Tell you what our predictions are for next month, where we're at. And then we're going to talk briefly about the NAR and this new commission thing that they're talking about for July 15th. Excited about that. So stay tuned. Don't go anywhere. 702-310-6683 is how to get a hold of the real estate guys.
All righty, number 8. So we have some expensive health care here, don't we?
Oh, my God.
And there's probably a reason for that. Maybe it has to do with the drivers. You know, the car insurance, too, is pretty expensive.
Healthcare or
Oh,
car insurance? Which one are you
both
talking
of them.
about?
Healthcare. Oh, is that? Oh, well,
Let's talk about healthcare. Julie,
All right.
I think it's not as expensive as other places, but I think on the rankings, healthcare, the quality of healthcare might not be the highest, is what they say,
Probably
right?
because we're just a growing still city in that, right? Aren't there there's a lot of incredible medical professionals relocating here?
Right.
Maybe we haven't just caught up with the population on that.
All I know is my cardiologist, I mean, he buys me shots at Grape Street, so I think that he's great.
Well, there you go.
Shout out to Prim. Hell, Prim. We love you, Prim. He's a great guy. Okay, healthcare, and then
I guess I was jumping ahead a little
were.
bit, huh? The next one is
Number what?
Number 9 is
Number
that
9.
car insurance, right? And there's a reason for that. Probably a lot to do with the drunk drivers on the road. You know, you do have a higher problem with accidents compared to most other major cities
it's true.
because of the 24/7 town.
Is it all the California drivers relocating?
It really is. It's
Yeah,
them.
let's blame
Oh,
them.
that-
Let's
just
blame
kidding.
them.
Yeah, it's the California people coming here getting in accidents.
Yeah.
Yeah, but our car insurance is probably
Yeah, it
high,
has-
along with our gas prices. I don't know if that was one of them, but
Yeah, gas prices.
I know our gas prices are higher than the national average as well. But you know, to debate that, just stay away from the strip. I would say. When it rains, people don't drive here the best.
Oh,
Don't drive when it rains.
They drive. I don't know what happens to drivers in Las Vegas when it rains. To be honest, I've never really witnessed an accident except when it rains, and I've witnessed like 3.
Yeah.
When it rains, people just forget how to
I
drive.
think maybe I've read or heard this. The roads are slick because it doesn't rain often enough. So there's like this oil sheeting over the roads, and it rains, and you brake, and everybody's bumping into each
Well,
other.
how
it
about
exactly.
don't take a turn at 30 miles an hour in the
Right,
rain?
slow down. Pretend it's snowing
Well,
outside.
and everybody's hugging each other's ass, right?
Yes.
Yeah.
Oh,
So-
did you just say asteroid?
Sorry.
Uh-oh, they're going to bleep it out.
They'll
Don't
bleep-
worry.
oh,
They'll bleep it
I'm
out.
sorry.
Julie cussed. Uh-oh, Julie, Fidelity National title. She cussed on the radio. Okay, number 10.
All right, so I think they're working on it, but I do have to say Vegas really isn't the most family-friendly town. I think they've made some good efforts over the last few years, but I don't necessarily think it's the best city in the nation to raise a family.
We can debunk that right now,
yes,
right?
yeah.
Here's one thing I could say to him. He'll be, okay, you're right. We raised you here. Did you play soccer, baseball, volleyball? Do you have a lot of friends, a lot of families? Grew up with a lot of good people, right? The suburbs are incredible. Summerlin, Julie.
Parks are amazing. I'm in
Recreation.
Henderson. There's a park on every corner. Amazing.
Yep.
I'm going to say very family.
Like I said, they're making an effort to make it more, but
Well, I disagree with you completely. This is a great community to live in. Just talk to the real estate guys. Everywhere you want to live, there's great parks, recreation. It's a cool place to live.
and
So-
you got to look for it. If you're hanging out at the casinos, you're not going to see that, right? You got to look for it.
So there's our top 10 reasons not to move to Las Vegas. And as you could see, they're all BS. Move to Las Vegas. When we gave the 10 reasons to move here, they were great. Vegas is a great spot to live. That's where we have a couple thousand people moving here every single month, right? No sales tax. I mean, not sales tax. No income tax. State income
a
tax.
high sales tax.
High sales tax, about 8% or so with a local tax. Great sunny days all year round. If you want a job, there's a job here for everybody. I believe that the families and the people that live here are phenomenal.
Some pretty good
And
golfing
cost of
here.
living,
Yeah,
right?
cost of living,
Cost
median
of
sales
living.
price.
Nationally,
Speaking
yeah.
of median sales price, $460,000. We have 3,400 single-family homes in the market. Not very much. We have about 1,400 condos and townhomes. If the house is nice, it's selling fast, right?
It is.
And I predict, this is March we're in, that at the 460, we're going to be up to 465, 470.
Okay.
That's what I believe. And by the end of the year, I've always said we're going to be over 5.
500, yeah.
And summer of next year, we're going to be at 555. So mark my words
Some
on
big-
that.
Those are some big expectations you got.
I
Well-
believe that inventory, right?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Inventory's low, and
the
if people want a house,
we
they're gonna pay
know
for it.
rates are eventually dipping down, right? Eventually, maybe this summer, and there's no inventory to support that. So the time to buy is now.
I
Yeah.
agree. We
Right
don't
now.
have a crystal ball, but we look at these numbers every day.
Oh, no,
right?
I'm
We
100%
see the
right.
trends.
Yeah.
We see the trends.
I'm a
Yes.
professional. 30 years, I'm right. 100%. No. Call for details. So I don't think we have just a couple minutes, and they're going to give me the 60-second time to cut it off. But we'll just start saying the NAR has passed something for mid-July, JT, that a lot of people are misinterpreting, but it is accurate. The seller has always had the choice to pay whatever they want. I don't care who they are. Whatever commission they want for buyer, seller, or anything, they still have the choice. But now in the MLS, we can't put that compensation for a buyer's broker on the MLS. So now the seller, if they want to sell their house and market it to realtors, yeah, they should do a seller's concession to the buyer, and then the buyer has to pay the buyer's agent, because as of July 15th or whatever that date is, you can't even show a house without having a document called a buyer's broker form that has to be signed by the buyer and the agent that states how much you're going to get paid. Every single time, and they've never signed that before. So a buyer's agent better have some value.
Wait, so you're saying in July, buyers agents are no longer getting paid by the sellers? They have to be paid by the buyers?
Correctly in the MLS. Now, off the MLS, right, in the Real Estate Guy website or something else, you can co-op with a buyer's agent. But when you look at the MLS and then where it's syndicated at, right, Zillow, Realtor, all that's no commission. So the Real Estate Guy, what we're good at, we're not really a real estate company, in my opinion. We're a marketing and advertising company. So when we market someone's house to sell, we're going to sell it ourselves most of the time. And now we get the option to negotiate the commission with the buyer's agent. So we're going to play good. We're going to play good in the playground, play nice, but now we get to use our skills to negotiate what they get paid.
So now having an experienced agent is going to be even more important than ever.
Oh, for sure.
More than ever, they're really quickly getting educated or getting out of the business. What do you guys see on that?
You want to hire a marketing and advertising company like the Real Estate Guys that know how to do it and save our sellers money. So, guys, it's been a great show. 702-310-6683. 702-310-MOVE if you need anything. Commercial, residential, property management, you name it. Call the Real Estate Guys. Julie, thanks for coming in. We're out.
Thank you for having me.
Real estate guy.